Okay, so what I have done here, actually I have paused the video for a moment so that I can write this over here. So I am back with this surface tension chapter again. Now if you see on the board, I have done something. That means I have tried to relate this surface tension with the potential energy on the surface. Okay. Now just imagine, this is just a rough example. I have taken a frame with a rod which can slide over here, put inside a liquid, take it out, and you will find a membrane over here. Try to pull this F. Try to apply external force F. Okay. Now once you try to pull it, immediately surface tension will start acting. Here the condition is pull it very slowly so that the velocity is almost negligible. That means you are not providing any kinetic energy to the system. That means work force we are applying is almost equal to Ts. So I can write over here the force is almost equal to the force due to surface tension, that is Ts multiplied by twice of L. Now twice of L is because of the same reason I explained to you earlier, because of the front surface and the back surface. So what is the work done if I pull this by the amount of delta x? F delta x, F is almost equal to Ts twice L, so Ts plus L delta x. Now twice L delta x I can add is L delta x plus L delta x. This I can say that L delta x is the increase in the surface area on the top side, front side, and another L delta x is the increase in the surface area on the back side. So total, this both together is the total increase in the surface area. So this work done on the system will be stored in the form of potential energy. Correct? And now so what we have done, we have related the potential energy with surface tension and the surface area. Okay. Now what are the types of numerical they ask from this segment? So the types of numerical they ask is, generally I have seen this very important type of numerical generally they ask. So what is happening here is, this is example number 5 if I am not wrong. So what they have done, what they have said in this question is this, that you have 8 small drops of liquid, 8 small drops of liquid, and all of them are having a radius of r. Now when you put them together, automatically, I will come to this word automatically later on. Automatically, if you put them together, they will form a bigger drop. So let us say the bigger drop has a radius of r. Correct? Now the question is, how much energy is released or absorbed by the system? Released means your change in potential energy will be negative, and if it is positive, it means it has absorbed. Now, initial potential energy. So, what I am going to do, I am going to use this formula, potential energy equal to surface tension multiplied by area. So, initial potential energy is equal to 8 into Ts into 4 pi r square. 8 because there are 8 drops, 4 pi r square, each drops surface area. U final, because it comes back to one single drop, so 1 into Ts into 4 pi capital R square. Now, you need to relate small r and capital R. Otherwise, you cannot proceed in the problem. So to do so, what we have done here is, I am using the concept of conservation of mass. You cannot destroy mass. You cannot create mass. It cannot be created nor can be destroyed. So 8 drops into density into volume will be equal to rho density into volume of one single big drop. So from this equation you can see this rho gets cancelled out, 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 cancel out, pi gets cancelled out. So you have 8 r cube equal to capital R cube, that means capital R equal to twice of r. So next step, what is the change in potential energy? U final minus U initial. Correct? U final is Ts into 4 pi r square, this one, and 8 into Ts into 4 pi small r square, that is this one. Right? So Ts into 4 pi into, now I am giving the value of capital R is twice of r. So you can see this calculation, and finally it will come out as minus. Minus means energy is released. System is trying to minimize its potential energy. Nature prefers that. So the system is doing by itself automatically. Correct? So this process you can see in nature, it happens by itself. But the reverse, you cannot see in nature happening it by its own. Why? Because it requires energy. But this process releases energy, so it happens because it prefers to have minimum potential energy. Meaning, put all 8 drops together, their surface area is bigger than this surface area. Correct? That's the reason why when they meet each other, they try to form a bigger drop so that the surface area becomes less. Again, suggesting that surface tension tries to minimize the surface area. Okay. I'm going to pause the video again for a moment, and then again I will write something on the board, and we will again come back in a very short while. Okay.